Hello, my name is Kazimierz Chodak.
My name is Marcella Chodak. Hello, my name is Matthew Sanchez.
Hi, I'm Austin Vade. Sign name AV.
Hi, I'm Ed McCloskey, the director of the Center for Accessible Education. I've been at UCLA 24 years. I've been the director for about 3.5 years now.
I feel like autism is when others look down on deaf people. When I was younger, for example, my hearing brother and I were conversing in sign, and some people watching us began to mimic us and acted as if we were dumb. My brother heard everything they were saying and became infuriated. He immediately told them off, and they were shocked.
I'm thinking odd must come from audio, hearing, and therefore I assume it is, and it's just an assumption, the mistreatment or the misalignment of people who can't hear or that you only use in a hearing world, and ignoring people that have issues hearing.
Autism is when other people don't see me as a human. They see me as deaf and only see it as a disability. They don't see the human part of me.
They vary from sometimes unknown or so subtle that the person doesn't know they're doing it, and I think sometimes overt. For example, we had a student that did a lot of lip reading, and he was significantly hearing impaired. And he asked professors to look at him and to talk to the class instead of with his back to the whiteboard or the blackboard while he's writing math equations. He kept on talking, and the student couldn't pick up any facial cues because he couldn't see them.
Learning in school was difficult for me because the teacher would speak and I couldn't understand, so I would copy my friends' notes. This made me very unhappy and left me feeling unsatisfied because I wanted to learn and know more but wasn't able to.
One day, my friend went up to his professor and asked him for approval on a research project idea that he had. The professor denied him. My friend asked why, and the professor said, "Because you're deaf."
One time I saw a woman standing outside and she was signing. I asked my dad, "What is that?" He said, "She's deaf like you." I said, "I want to learn how to sign," but he said, "No, you can't. It's embarrassing. It's not polite." I was confused by that, but they were my parents, so I listened and only spoke, not signed.
I felt very lonely. Communicating with my family was really tough. With my mom, dad, and sister, they were more understanding and patient with me. But communicating with my extended family members was a lot harder. For example, during Thanksgiving dinner, I was sitting at the table watching everyone else chat away, enjoying themselves. Being disconnected from the conversation forced me to use my imagination more. It simply wasn't feasible for me to understand everyone at once.
When I was younger, I continuously experienced sitting at the dinner table with my siblings who were all chatting while I was left out. Wanting to know what was going on, I would ask them, "What is everyone saying?" They'd reply, "Oh, we'll tell you later." My parents and I were watching the news on TV, but of course there were no captions. I would sit there and ask my dad to tell me what they were saying, but when I did, he told me, "Oh, I'll tell you later."
As I got older, I realized that I am capable of becoming successful. I am equal to hearing people. In fact, I'm the only deaf volleyball referee. I used to be very frustrated fighting against this oppression, but now I feel that I've reached that level of equality. It's important that everyone learns how to sign so that there's equality and an understanding of preventing autism to help instead of oppress. For example, if there's a person who speaks another language and needs help, that act of reaching out will brighten that person's day.
Sometimes, when I was with my family, I felt like I was looked down upon. I looked at all the hearing people around me and felt like something was wrong with me. But over time, as I got that exposure to deaf characters on TV and on different kinds of media, I realized, oh, there's someone like me. Even if they're in a different state, country, or nation, I feel that connection with them, even though I don't know them. Overall, I feel like I belong in this world instead of an outsider. So, overall, it's been a positive experience for me.
I want to see more people like me.
Ben's terrific professor. He's a great guy.
It is important for you all to learn ASL for your futures. I'm also happy that you're learning how to associate with deaf people. Don't be honest. Deaf can't? No. Deaf can. Definitely can. ASL is a wonderful and beautiful language.
Yay!
Love you.
Love you.